Ready your weapons, hunters? It's Abdallah here, and today we're diving into the world of Monster Hunter Wilds, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. With an advanced review code from Capcom, I've poured over 50 hours into this game, taken down over 100 monsters, and explored everything from the main story to the epic post-game content, and let me tell you, it's been an absolute ride. Ready to see what makes Monster Hunter Wilds one of the most exciting games of the year? Let's jump right in. Let's start off with the gameplay. Monster Hunter Wilds is the quintessential monster hunting experience. It's everything you love about the series and more. You can pick one of 14 weapons to be your primary weapon, just like all the previous Monster Hunter entries before it. Each weapon has its own devastating combos that you'll use to then hunt massive monsters to harvest their materials. These materials will let you craft and upgrade weapons and armor, making you even stronger as you take on even bigger and badder foes. And here's the twist, you can bring a secondary weapon with you. Imagine unleashing your devastating longsword combo and then switching to a ranged bow to finish off the job from afar. The game's progression system has that perfect just one more hunt loop, and once you start, it's really hard to stop. Oh, and did I mention the dedicated training area? Yeah, it's the perfect place to master new weapons and become a true monster slaying machine. I know a lot of you guys are curious if Monster Hunter Wilds is easy to pick up and play, so let me tell you that the developers did an amazing job making the game accessible to players who are new to the series. Now, veteran monster hunters will pick up their favorite weapons and it'll feel like riding a bike, whereas newcomers will have the opportunity to head over to the previously mentioned training area and hone their skills. Being a longsword main myself, I wanted to be able to learn how to use the bow as a secondary weapon, so I spent a lot of time in the training area where you can see all the different combos and moves that your character can do. The top right of the screen shows the controls, while the bottom left shows players the various combos. After you mess around with the controls in the training area, you can press the main menu at any time within the game, navigate over to Play Guide, Weapon Controls, and then choose whatever weapon you want to study. You'll then see every single move and what button does what. If you change the page, you'll get information regarding the intricacies of that specific weapon, and the last page will show you your bread and butter combos that you can use to ensure the most damage possible in your hunts. Monster Hunter Wilds isn't just about hunting, there's a compelling story that will keep you hooked. Without diving into spoilers, the tale begins with Nata, a boy whose village was attacked by a mysterious monster. The guild sends out a team, including your character, the Hunter, to investigate this creature, known as the White Wraith, and save his people. Along the way, you'll be helping villagers, hunting monsters, and uncovering more about the eerie Forbidden Lands. What makes this story unique is the seamless way it blends into gameplay. Instead of just picking up a quest from the counter and fading to black while you teleport to the hunt, you and your companions travel through beautiful, expansive environments on your Sacred, your mount that helps you track monsters. This method really allows you to take in the gorgeous world that Monster Hunter Wilds offers while keeping the story flowing smoothly. And if you just want to hunt a specific monster, you can still fast travel, so no worries there. The main story took me about 12 hours, and after the credits roll, you're far from done. High-rank hunts await, along with more secrets to discover as you continue your monster slaying journey. Now let's talk about new features, because Monster Hunter Wilds introduces some very game-changing mechanics. First up, your Sacred Companion. Imagine a mix of an ostrich and a lizard that you can mount at any time. It's not just for travel though, it'll help you track monsters, carry your spare weapon, and even rescue you when you're in trouble. Talk about a trusty sidekick. And then there's the returning feline Palico companion. This time your Palico can speak English and brings a whole new level of charm. It'll heal you, it'll cure status effects, and alert you when a monster is ready for capture. It's the best support character in the game, and you'll quickly grow to be fond of their quirky banter. Now another new feature is the Hook Slinger. Think of it like a hook shot but for your arm. You can fire it to retrieve items, attack monsters, or even manipulate the environment, like pulling boulders down on your prey. And don't forget about the new focus strike mechanic. Once you've wounded a monster, focus on those glowing red spots and unleash a devastating blow that knocks the creatures down. It's so satisfying to watch. What happens when the main story wraps up? That's where the real fun begins. You'll be hunting higher rank monsters for even more materials and rare drops. The grind is real, but in the best way possible. Whether you're crafting the perfect armor set, upgrading your weapon, or chasing after those elusive jewels, Monster Hunter Wilds will keep you coming back for more. Now, I'm not going to go into too much regarding that, so you're just going to have to play the game and find out. Speaking of jewels, the new jewel system divides them into offensive and defensive categories this time around, so you'll need to strategize which ones to equip based on your weapon and armor. I personally spent hours perfecting my longsword build to increase critical hits and wound monsters a lot more effectively. The possibilities are truly endless. Monster Hunter Wilds also shines in online play. I was able to easily connect with players across platforms, including Xbox and PC, by shooting up an SOS flare. Whether you're joining a lobby, linking up with specific friends, or responding to a global flare, there are plenty of ways to hunt with others. Plus, customizing emotes and communicating with fellow hunters adds a fun personal touch to each hunt. Of course, no game is perfect, and while Monster Hunter Wilds does a lot right, it does have a few missed opportunities. The monster roster, while great, is a little on the small size, with approximately 20 new monsters and a little less than 10 returning favorites at launch. While there's plenty of DLC announced on the way, I found myself wanting more variety in the creatures that I was hunting. Another area that could have been improved is the ability to recruit more NPCs for hunts. It would have been awesome to bring some of the memorable characters from the story along for the ride. The AI-controlled hunters are efficient, but having more companions to choose from would have added even more variety. It was such a bummer that we didn't get to see Gemma on the hunt. Lastly, the fast travel system could definitely use a tweak. While unlocking campsites for fast travel is convenient, the fact that large monsters can destroy them while you're away was frustrating at times. I would have liked to have seen permanent camps or a system to protect them by paying felines a certain amount of zenny in order to guard them. So there you have it, Monster Hunter Wilds is a triumph, delivering everything you love about the series with a host of exciting new features. The story, the gameplay, the monsters, all of it keeps you coming back for more. And if you're new to the franchise, this is the perfect entry point. And if you're a veteran, you'll find plenty to love here too. If you're on the fence, remember this: Monster Hunter Wilds is all about enjoying the hunt, so grab your weapon, gather your team, and dive in. If you're struggling, don't worry, there's always an SOS flare to get some backup. Now be sure to check out my beginner's guide and full game walkthroughs for both the main story and the post-game content. Let me know what you think of the game in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for even more Monster Hunter Wilds. Happy hunting, everyone!